Alright guys, today we are going to be reacting to Rediscovered by the fans Kurt Landauer. Kurt Landauer. Who is Kurt Landauer? Many younger fans may not have heard of Kurt Landauer, however, champion Bayern, or the former club president a great deal. He was in charge of the club when they won the first German championship in 1932. Shortly after, he was removed from his post by the crazy people. Before being imprisoned on the concentration camp, he managed to flee to Switzerland, and after the end of the World War II, was named as president once again. What? Hold up. We have to react to this crazy stuff, man. Oh, right, my bad. This is some crazy stuff. We're going to have to react to this. Make sure you like to subscribe for more recommendations. Links in the description. Let's jump in.
Biggest clubs, but it wasn't always that way.
It's a history of exclusion and all sorts of terrible crimes. I think we look at it as part of the club's history.
32-year-old Simon Müller is the head of the Bayern Munich fan club Schickeria, one of the most important groups of its kind in Germany.
There are around 180 people in the fan club, but there's tons of people around us who follow what we write, come to our meetings and things.
The fan club's latest project is to honor Bayern's former president Kurt Landauer, who was Jewish.
What's choreography? Choreography is when the supporters block produces an image. You can use pieces of paper, sheets of plastic, banners, or strips of fabric. Out of lots of little individual parts, we create a picture that stretches across the entire block.
Wow, so they basically just do that by hand. My God, I thought the way you do those banners was through a company. Wow.
Was dann halt über die ganze Kurve erstrahlt.
Oh, that's interesting.
36. Minute, es herrscht eine unheimliche Stille im Stadion.
Wie machst du? Komm, bitte!
Ossi Rohr, der Bayern-Stürmer, schaut auf den Ball. Rohr läuft an, Schuss! Tor! Ja! Der Ball ist drin! Oh, zieht in eine Staubbeutel, so hat er ihn reingetroffen. Die Bayern führen 1:0.
Kurt Landauer's story is also being told in a TV docudrama. In 1932, under his presidency, underdogs Bayern won their first German championship. 82 years later, in Munich's Jewish Museum, Uri Siegel is inspecting an exhibit about Landauer, who was his uncle. Siegel carefully preserved the few
he's a direct lineage of the guy. Okay. Okay,
artifacts
respect.
Landauer left
We
him
respect
after
that.
his death.
60.000 Menschen trotzen einer unmenschlichen Bruthitze hier in Nürnberg. Und da, ich sehe Conny Heidkamp, den Bayern-Kapitän. Ich sehe.
In 1938, the Nazis sent Landauer to Dachau concentration camp, but he was able to escape to Switzerland. In 1947, he returned to Germany with a ticket for America in his pocket. But he stayed in Munich, helping to build a new stadium for Bayern and get league licenses for all of Munich's clubs.
Such a warrior, such a patriot, huh? Went back to his country, man. After everything that happened, man, he went back to his country. That's patriotism right there. Real patriotism, man. Beside everything, he understand what happened, but he said, you know, I owe still Germany. I still owe to the German people.
Jetzt kommt er einfach da reinmarschiert, als wenn nichts gewesen wäre. Das gibt's ja nicht. Der Landschi.
Soll ich wieder gehen?
Na, ich glaube ja nicht, dass ich den wieder auslasse. Ja, was ist? Empfangt ihr so den Präsidenten vom FC Bayern?
Das gibt's ja nicht.
Da, schaut euch das an.
Wow.
Schieß doch.
Ich finde, der Film, der macht diese ganze
I
Geschichte.
think the film allows you to grasp the whole story. It's very palpable. Before, all we had were 2 or 3 photos of Kurt Landauer. People
So
knew his
they
story.
basically a
It was
fan club where they're trying to revive the dude's legacy, right? Lander's legacy. Amazing, huh?
Retold at various events, and people were always writing about it. But now you can see his story with your own eyes. I found that very interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
After the war, Landauer even rebuilt bridges with pro-Nazi rivals 1860 Munich.
So, mei. Wenn die feinen Herrschaften schon am Schwächeln sind, dann sind doch wir früh genug da, oder?
Also gut, Ihren Platz und mir die Tribüne.
Andersrum.
Andersrum.
All of a sudden they start hitting each other, huh?
Landauer convinced the occupying U.S. authorities to license Munich's clubs. And the German First Division was back in action.
Oh, wow.
On the occasion of Landauer's 125th birthday, the Church of Reconciliation in Dachau invited us and official club representatives Fritz Scherer and Karl-Heinz Rummenigge to a memorial event. That was the first time that the club dealt so directly with this topic or staked out an official position.
That was just 5 years ago. Today, Bayern are keen to highlight their roots.
A lot of our players have read up on the history of Bayern Munich. It's especially nice that in retrospect, Kurt Landauer is a person that Bayern can be proud of.
Indeed, yeah.
Back then, the club was rejected as a Jews' club, which was, of course, extremely problematic at the time.
Man, now that you go back, man, when you really start thinking about that, how stupid that was, man. You're Jewish, so yeah, your club sucks, and we need to use whatever. I don't. That was stupid. Well, again, it's easy for me to say because I have all this information and I can judge from the outside. But man, it just shows you how stupid people can be.
But it makes Landauer as a person all the more valuable for Bayern Munich.
Munich, oh yeah.
Eberhard Schulz is a member of the Church of Reconciliation. He's followed Bayern for years and says Landauer's birthday celebration was the turning point.
It was the trigger for people and groups to celebrate the man. When the fans in the stadium do something and the TV cameras film it, the whole country takes notice. I think it sends a double message. The fans take a stand in their own stadium, vis-à-vis their own club, and say, this is important, this man was important, and it's important that he was Jewish. It's important that he not be forgotten. I think that's great.
For his role, Simon Müller was awarded the German Football Association's Julius Hirsch Prize for contributions to tolerance and humanity.
You can see the fruits of our labor when there's a cool atmosphere in the fan block and everyone feels welcome.
Man, the fact that they were doing that with their own hands, that's, I don't know what to say, man. That's insane. Wow.
When there's as little discrimination as possible.
Wow, bravo. Nice documentary. Thank you so much for just recommending this. Wow. There's so much history about all these things that happened in the 20th century. Easy to forget, right? Especially when today's D&H, where you have so much information just coming in daily, we forget or we have forgotten our roots and sometimes. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you're from Munich, let me know if Kurt Landauer is very big in your area. I'll see you in the next one.